Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Macro Mondays, actually coming live on a Monday. 5 minutes late, that's all my fault. I forgot to send Dom a link. Dominic Ryder, CEO of VEMP Studios. Dom, how are we doing today? You came in, you said, did you check the markets? I just checked, and boy, is it bloody, Doom King. Boy.
Oh, it's a good day to be short.
It is a good day to be short. Too bad I'm 6'4". I don't know what that feels like. I think you're actually a pretty large fella too, eh? We met in London.
Yeah, but I've never seen somebody who is 6'4" wear Alexander McQueen's. Like that is not for 6'4" people. Those are for those of mid height. I'm 6 foot. I can wear Alexander McQueen's, but Alexander McQueen's at 6'4" turns you into a giant.
You've never seen 6'4" people with style? Is that what you're saying? You never seen 6'4" people wear some nice shoes? Because that's what we have here, Dom. Let's go ahead and pull up the charts here. I think I need to change the title of our YouTube thumbnail of our YouTube stream because the Binance was just sued by the SEC. Binance was just sued by the SEC, guys. We are absolutely in a pitfall down to the depths of the earth. 1.1 trillion market cap. Bitcoin now at 25,000. ETH falling below 1,800. BNB really taking a hit, 275. XRP hovering around 50 cents. Cardano 30. We're in a pitfall down to the depths of the earth, Dom. What's going on? Did you just see the breaking news here that the SEC is suing CZ Binance? This is crazy here. What's your take on this?
This is why I always have Bloomberg on, because I see the headlines come up before everybody else. And now everyone's seeing it now, and everyone's panic selling the bottom. I'm buying here.
Are you buying here?
I closed out. I was 30 Bitcoin short when the news came in, and I'm now only 10 Bitcoin short. So I've taken 2/3 profit, and I've just gone long ETH, 150 ETH from 1789.66, and then I'm up 10 points already, which is like $1,500. And I've just averaged into BNB as well. I was 100 BNB long, and I just bought another 200 on this dip, and I'm currently bouncing. I've made back like 75% of the loss. I mean, I just think that BNB and exchange tokens, I don't mess around on the short side, because like the market isn't yours. There's no point, like you can only get screwed so much. Like you just can't beat like the exchange basically. So I think it can dump like, you know, as it is now, but what are you going to do at the end of the day? Like enough of supply. It's like, I mean, Binance owns the chain, for God's sake. Like,
true.
Don't try and like fight it. But like, yeah, I'm already up 86% on my ETH long.
Nice.
The thing is, because it's like, it kept going, like, as in like, I was watching it because I was long as a hedge, because I like to always hedge so that, you know, at least I'll be a little bit right if I'm wrong. And it was just kept going, like, and I was thinking, Jesus, it's like waterfall. And whenever I catch myself thinking, Jesus, what the hell, I think, okay, I'll buy it here, because it means that like everyone else is feeling that way.
Doom, here's the thing. 54 people are here with us on YouTube Live, guys. Make sure to smash a like button if you guys are enjoying the stream. We have a lot to talk about here today regarding the SEC suing Binance. We're going to be talking about Ben Coin, BitBoy Crypto, Eth.Ben, that whole fiasco that's happening here. BitBoy Crypto just recently deleted a tweet here too. Shout out to everybody that's watching this. 42 people on Twitter as well. But we're going to be talking about this, the whole fiasco, because BitBoy Crypto, you can see here, he put a tweet out May 26th. I know something you guys don't know. I know that this third project from Eth.Ben is going to be a moment in crypto history where decentralization returns to the space. I'm officially joining the loyal team. He just deleted this tweet. We're going to be talking about that and more. But Dom, we're going to get into that in just a second. But Dom, what the hell is going on with the SEC suing Binance? You think this is much to do about nothing? We're going to take a look at what CZ Binance had to say as well here in just a second.
Oh, I haven't seen his comment yet. I mean, the reason why I am buying this dip here it's not because I am overall bullish on the market. I still think like macro wise, like long term, we do have room to go. But Bitcoin hit, and I can show you my liquidation heat maps. So Bitcoin fell to 25365, right? And let me share. There we go. Share screen.
Pull her up.
Let's go for. Here we go. Oh no, wrong one. I was about to show everybody my thing here.
You should show it too.
So you can see like on here. Are we? Oh, it's not showing. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
There we go. So 25.4 was the hottest level, and we got to exactly 25.357. So as you can see, like 25.2, like down here. So there's still a decent amount of like stuff, like especially here. But the main liquidity was taken here. There's still like, you know, it's not to sniff at. Like these are pretty decent levels. Just this was the main one that I was looking for as the first point. I think I've probably tweeted before about 25.5 as a first stop. But I think that we could bounce higher from here. If we look on like a monthly or probably a weekly would be better, but we'll look at them all. Yeah, there's not really much showing here, to be honest. On a monthly, there's arguably a little bit more higher. But obviously this doesn't show the massive patch, which we saw on the 3 monthly.
This is the 1 month. Let me see. Go ahead. Pull this back up. Let's just see where we're at here. Scroll down a little bit. All right. So the 1 month, and I mean, it looks like we're heading down to that 24, 22K range. So what are you saying here? Talk to me. Like, what was this exactly what you expected? Is this different? Like, are we? I mean, you obviously weren't expecting the SEC to sue Binance, right? But you were expecting us to kind of go down to these ranges.
Yeah, so 25.5 was like this first level, and that's because I've been looking at like this 3 monthly for a while, and the 3 monthly has been like hot here. So this is what we just took out here, 25.4. Which is
oh my God, we are going down, Dom. We're going down.
Arguably, we've just taken out this the brightest patch.
Okay.
Which was this 25.4, which was 74 billion. Down here, we've got 71 and 70. So this is where I think we will end up eventually, but you know there is a decent whack like through here, like it's not blue.
We're probably going down is what it looks like, guy. That's what it feels like to me.
I mean, we have like taken out the main liquidity, and you can see on like Bitcoin candle, like we spiked down to 25.3, and then we're back up to like 25.8 now. So we've like dipped into this liquidation patch here, and now we're a little bit back up now. But yeah, on the monthly, I mean, this is backdated. So this, a 3 month, will look at all trades placed in, in the past 3 months, which is why on the monthly you don't see as much because, you know, this has all the way back here to go. But if we look on a weekly, it will give a better idea of like short-term bounce levels, like where you can add like sells.
We're going. Looks like we're going up, but like the thing is, like what I don't understand. Like, look, this and guys, for that don't know, who haven't been watching the show, guys. First off, smash that like button if you're in here. Only 16 likes. We almost have 100 people watching, guys. Smash that like button. Let's get up to 50 likes real quick. But for those that don't know, Dom has been showing this liquidation heat map. I'm not going to say it's been perfect, but it's been pretty accurate for quite some time. And this is the weekly. So Dom, it actually looks like we're going up. But here's my question for you. The liquidation heat map doesn't factor in the SEC suing Binance, right? It doesn't factor in right away, right? It doesn't account for it. Sure, it might when you're looking at it in the future. But this right here, this weekly doesn't factor in that the SEC just sued Binance a couple hours ago.
Well, it does now because you can see the candle goes down here as in like, but the trades placed won't yet because they won't factor through. But if anything, you would expect that people have added, you know, more short exposure.
Shit. Let me, we got some breaking news here, Don. Let me go ahead and pull my screen up. The SEC says Binance commingled billions of dollars of customer funds to a third-party entity owned by CZ. Dude, if this is true, this is some Sam Bankman-Fried shit.
Yeah, I mean, arguably, I've seen that, like, it was stated in like Forbes articles before, like, you know, that they had commingled funds. Like, I want to, yeah, let me know what his statement is. Why is he, like, you can't.
He said 4, which is his, it's like ignore FUD. That's his thing. Our team is all standing by, ensuring systems are stable, including withdrawals and deposits. We will issue a response once we see the complaint. Haven't seen it yet. Media gets the info before we do.
That's bollocks. Because there was news coming out this morning that CZ, there was rumors coming out this morning that CZ was stepping down as Binance US CEO.
Really?
So those rumors don't get leaked and come out before this decision gets done. Like, evidently, the reason he would be stepping down is because of this. So if he says like he hasn't seen it yet, like, he would have known it's coming, because otherwise, why would he be stepping down? So I think that's a bit of a lie, to be honest. But like, I mean, it's two levels really to like overall direction of the market. Like, even the stock market is right now just ridiculously high. Like, we're in absolute mania phase of the market where people are just throwing. So Apple hit an all-time high today, even though like interest rates are higher than they've ever been. Right now, you can earn 5% a year just sticking your money into a money market fund. And you got to think, well, it's called a risk-free rate. It's something very, very common in investing. People look at what is the risk-free rate, and that is how much am I being paid to take no risk whatsoever. And right now you're being paid 5% just to stay out of the market and to stay in cash. So you got to think, when you're looking at like the stock market, I have a guaranteed return of 5% if I don't enter the stock market. If I enter the stock market, what is the likelihood that I will see a 5% return on my money in a 1-year period? Bear in mind that Apple, the biggest, is worth 3 trillion here, is, at all-time high. The rest of the market is dying. Like, the breadth is terrible. How much do you think is the likelihood that the stock market will be up from here 5% when you get paid 5% to do nothing? It's time to buy when the gas is high, because that means people are panicking. By the time the gas is low, it means people have stopped. You should know better than this, God. I taught you.
Yep. So there you have it. The SEC allegations against Binance. So SEC says Binance commingled not millions, Dom, not hundreds of thousands, not thousands, billions of dollars of customers' funds to a third-party entity owned by CZ Binance. How do we think this thing shapes out? I mean, look, the markets are absolutely tanking today. We'll go ahead and pull up the cryptocurrency markets right now. Markets taking a huge hit today. We've just fallen to a $1.09 trillion market cap, although ETH back up to 1,800. Looks like some people are buying. XRP back up to 50 cents. How do we think this shapes out? How long do you predict this to be? Because usually these SEC allegations and lawsuits aren't pretty quick, right? They do take some time.
They do. I mean, it's like even like SBF, he's just lazing around at home until like November or December. But I mean, they're delivering on their promise, which is, what's the word for it? Obama did it to the gambling companies previously.
War on drugs.
Operation Choke Point, which is just
Operation what?
Choke Point.
Choke Point. Okay.
And it's basically make the environment as hostile as possible in order to force the rules you want. People will and people are leaving organically. They don't need the SEC to tell them to piss off, because they're already pissing off, because they know that it's a hostile environment, and they know that if they don't, the SEC will come after them, which is why Coinbase is setting up like a derivatives exchange offshore. Same with Gemini, because they know that it's not worth it anymore. But the problem is that everyone talks about Chinese crypto money. I think 80% of the volume used to be done in US hours. Like, at the end of the day, China, yes, they're opening up for crypto in Hong Kong, but the rules, after I read them, like, it's not, they can't buy like any alts at all. They can buy like, it's this terrible, stupid stuff. Like Canada has a rule that the only altcoins you can buy is like Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin, like the dinosaur coins that nobody even like owns anymore. Like that is supposed to protect consumers. Basically, you could only buy these coins that nobody wants anymore. So it's the same within Hong Kong. Like it's trying to protect people by, you have to buy a certain market cap coin, but nobody wants that. People want to speculate, and that's the problem.
Yeah, people want to buy meme coins and shitcoins. So that's the breaking news here, guys, regarding CZ Binance and the SEC. We'll cover this story closely here, but it does look like CZ Binance was sued by the SEC. Let's see if there's anything else. But yeah, that was the statement that he said. Our team is standing by. Let's see if there's anything else from CZ Binance here today. He said, our team is standing by. Nothing else there. Anything else from Watcher Guru? Watcher Guru's reporting on it. That's crazy. Billions of dollars is huge. How does Watcher Guru only have one subscription? Elon Musk. That's interesting. So that's the latest there from him. Let's take a look at BitBoy Crypto and what's going on with BitBoy. I don't know if you've seen the latest, right? Obviously, for those that don't know, the Loyal token went live. It was a huge launch. I guess we could start at the beginning here, and then we'll pull this up. But the Loyal token. So essentially, let's just go from the very, very beginning, Dom, if you don't mind. Eth.Ben launched a token, and it was called the Ben Coin. Ben Coin went from a 0 market cap all the way up to about a $60 million market cap because BitBoy Crypto, who's probably one of the most famous influencers in the space, started tweeting about it. And then there was some stuff that went on. BitBoy Crypto ended up buying this project. Eth.Ben said, you know what? I'm going to use my platform. I'm going to launch another token called PSYOP. PSYOP started, and I think he got like $7 million in pre-sale funds for PSYOP. And then he says, I'm going to launch Loyal token. Now, we have some interesting stuff happening here regarding Loyal token, Dom, as BitBoy Crypto was one of the first people. I just made a video about this. He put this tweet out not too long ago, right? On May 26th. He said, I know something you guys don't know. I know that this third project from Eth.Ben is going to be a moment in crypto history where decentralization returns to the space. I'm officially joining the Loyal team. This may make no sense to you now, but it will in a few days. Dom, this tweet was actually just deleted about an hour ago. He deleted this tweet, and he put out a statement last night saying that he was no longer going to be working with Eth.Ben. We'll go ahead and pull it up. He says, I have completely, Dom, separated from Eth.Ben. We will no longer be working together in any capacity. Good luck to him on all accounts, but going forward, Ben will have no associate to any project related to him. He also no longer holds any Ben token. Guys, we just hit 100 plus people on YouTube. Only 27 likes, guys. Let's get up to 50 likes. If you guys are enjoying the stream, it helps push us with more people on YouTube. Seriously, it's free. We don't charge you anything for the stream. Hit that like button, guys. Let's push it around. Now, he says, my focus is 100% on my channel and Ben going forward. Sometimes in life, you make mistakes and you have to admit to them, move on and rebuild. I definitely made a mistake, and now we're moving forward. He then goes on to say, I didn't make any money on my deal with Eth.Ben. He raised about $15 million. I got $0. I made a mistake, and we mutually agreed to part ways. We gave each other anything we had of each other's projects. Love it how people think I did some kind of cash grab. I lost the most. But the fact that he made that tweet saying, I'm joining the Loyal dev team, he goes on he makes a very, very, very bullish tweet. Dom, he makes a video. What?
Has he even said, like you cannot apologize for a mistake and not tell people the mistake? What I didn't hear anywhere in that what the mistake was.
The mistake was probably pumping this thing. I don't know if you watched this video, but he made a video right here, 17-minute video, got 27,000 views, in which he's talking about the Loyal token, how it's going to be the future of DeFi, how it's the next Uniswap killer, how it benefits Ben coin holders. Dom, this was 6 days ago. This wasn't six. This was 6. How do you get into business with someone and then less than 5 days later decide you're not going to work with them anymore? You're going to sever ties. Like, does he not know how big his platform is? Does he not know how many people invested in the Loyal pre-sale because of his endorsement? And now he's just walking away.
Well, this is the thing, like, as in like, it's just the whole problem with crypto. It's just virtue signaling, like absolute like twats. Like, honestly, like we are the most greedy, like degenerate, like just absolute retarded like industry and investors ever. Like, we just love shit and we just throw our money constantly at anybody who will scam us. We just love being fucked. And we just do it every time. Like, there's a reason why people say scams pump the hardest. It's true. And then these people, it's just like BitBoy. He used to shill Celsius, and he withdrew all of his money from Celsius before they went under. Now he goes after Celsius. He literally had like referral fee links in his bio. It's the same with this fucking twat, Pentoshi. Everyone loves Pentoshi, and everyone's always talking about how amazing this trader is. He had an FTX link in his bio the whole fucking time, and the guy now like posts all this bollocks saying like, you know, about negative stuff about these. Never once has he addressed the fact that he was shilling FTX for the whole time. Like, it's honestly like, and people just forgive. And this is what I hate, especially about these anons, right? I had this protocol that I was advising, who KYC'd with like multiple different KYC companies. And they pretty much exit scammed, where they like added a tiny amount of liquidity, like a joke amount of liquidity, and like ran away with the rest of the money. So they had my face on the website as an advisor. Luckily, they managed to mess it up by making it so obvious, because they got greedy and they sent like all this money to Binance, and then Binance froze it because I messaged Binance. So nice. I like to think that that's me making up for the fact that my face was on this website. But my face was on this website alongside 6 other advisors. 4 out of the 6 were anon. Nobody even mentions the ones that didn't have their face on it. Of course. I get called a scammer, and I get like targeted with abuse because out of all the advisors, of which there were multiple, I'm the only one that actually had my face. Like, this is the problem. Everybody goes after the people who do things correctly, and everybody just lets all of these other ones get away with it. People love to like talk the talk, but people, like I've said so many times, they vote with their ETH, and every time they send their money to the scammers, the speculations, like nobody gives a shit about utility. Like, honestly, people just do not care. And nobody admits it to themselves, but it's true.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the thing, though, in this space. It's like when you're anonymous, you get a pass. You get a pass. We have a issue here from Binance. Let's see what they're going to be saying here, guys. SEC complaint aims to unilaterally define crypto market structure. This is coming from the Binance team, guys. As I said, guys, make sure to smash the like button. Let's get to 50 likes here. We are disappointed that U.S. Securities and Exchange chose to file a complaint against Binance, seeking, among other remedies, purported emergency relief. From the start, we have actively cooperated with the SEC's investigations, have worked hard to answer their questions and address their concerns. Most recently, we have engaged in extensive good faith discussions to reach a negotiated settlement to resolve their investigations. But despite our efforts with its complaint today, the SEC abandoned that process and instead chose to act unilaterally and litigate. We are disheartened by the choice. While we take the SEC's allegations seriously, they should not be the subject of an SEC enforcement action, let alone on an emergency basis. We intend to defend our platform vigorously. Unfortunately, the SEC's refusal to productively engage with us is just another example of the Commission's misguided and conscious refusal to provide much-needed clarity and guidance to the digital asset industry. Coinbase has similar things. Today's actions is another in a line of examples where, as with other crypto projects facing similar suits, the Commission has determined to regulate with the blunt weapons of enforcement and litigation rather than the thoughtful, nuanced approach demanded by the dynamic and complex technology. Unilaterally labeling certain tokens and services as securities, even ones which other U.S. authorities have asserted jurisdiction, only compounds these problems. Perhaps most surprising, the SEC's actions undermine America's role as a global hub for financial innovation and leadership. Digital asset laws remain largely undeveloped in much of the world, and regulation by enforcement is not the best path forward. An effective regulatory framework demands collaborative, transparent, and thoughtful policy engagement, a path the SEC has abandoned. And to be clear, any allegations that user assets on the Binance US platform have ever been at risk are simply wrong, and there is zero jurisdiction for the staff's action in light of the ample time the staff has had to conduct their investigation. All user assets on Binance and Binance affiliate platforms, including Binance US, are safe and secure, and we will vigorously defend against any allegations to the contrary. Rather, The SEC actions appear to be in service of an effort to rush to claim jurisdictional ground from other regulators, and investors do not appear to be the SEC's priority. Because of our size and global name recognition, Binance is an easy target now caught in the middle of a U.S. regulatory tug of war. It seems, based on these developments, that the SEC's goal here was never to protect investors. If that were truly the case, the staff would have thoughtfully engaged with us on the facts and in our efforts to demonstrate the safety and security of the Binance U.S. platform. The SEC's real intent here, instead, appears to be to make headlines. We will continue to cooperate with regulators and policymakers in the US and across the globe because that is the right thing to do. And Binance remains committed to productive engagement to ensure the next generation of cryptocurrency regulation fosters innovation while implementing and ensuring important consumer protections. Because Binance is not a US exchange, the SEC's actions are limited in reach. Still, we stand with the digital asset market participants in the US in opposition to the SEC's latest overreach, and we are prepared to fight it to the full extent of the law. We will work alongside industry partners to defend this important technology from misguided lawsuits, and we will maintain our unceasing efforts to deliver a safe and trusted platform to our users that holds true to our core values of futuring the freedom of money. That's Binance's issue about 3 minutes ago to the SEC's lawsuit. Dom, your take here. It looks like they're taking the fight back to the SEC is what I'm taking from this.
What I'm taking from this is the very interesting wording that they used, where they said that the SEC's allegation that funds were ever at risk is wrong. That wasn't the allegation. The allegation was that they were commingled, and they didn't deny it anywhere in there. They just said the allegation that customers' funds were at risk is false. Nowhere did they actually deny the allegation that the funds were commingled. There will be a reason for that. It's all about the wording with these statements. They didn't deny the fact that they were commingling funds. They were denying the fact that the funds were at risk. Their definition of at risk doesn't have to mean that they weren't commingled, because that's an open interpretation. And so that's the things that you need to look out for, is that what is the actual action? What are they alleging? And what is the response? And they are alleging that the fact that the funds were commingled, and Binance did not deny that. It's also interesting that when we had that FUD that CZ was on Interpol red notice, he also never denied that. He said, "I'm not going to what's the word I'm looking for?
Entertain."
I'm not going to entertain that with a response. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Because all you have to say is no. And again, nowhere in that did they deny commingling users' assets. All they said was that the allegation that funds were at risk is false. But that doesn't mean they weren't commingled. So that, for me, is the takeaway, that yes, they are commingling funds, but they think it's safe to do so.
What exactly, explain to people in the chat, what exactly does commingling billions of dollars of funds mean? What would that look like for CZ Binance to do this?
It's just like the way that you segregate assets. It's just, what the BNB, for example, that the exchange owns is with the BNB that users own. So it just muddies the water, basically, between what and whose asset is whose. Arguably, it's not due process, and it does carry risks. You can still, it's like saying, if I own 100 BNB and I'm looking after your 25 BNB, it's just sensible that I would put your 25 BNB in one wallet and keep mine in another.
Historically.
But if I have one wallet of 125, I could still argue that is safe because they're together, which muddies the water a bit. But as long as I still have the 125 BNB, it's okay. But it does make it additional risks. If I get hacked, rather than your funds being safe and mine not, they're both gone. So there are additional risks, really, even though he says it isn't. But yeah, it's all down to the wording.
Wow. Crazy stuff here, guys. We're about 30 minutes and 135 people in here, guys. We're almost at 50 likes. Smash that like button. if you have not yet. So Binance officially sued by the SEC. What do you think the long-term effect of this is on the market? Obviously, markets are tanking today. You think we're going to make a recovery here? Do you think we're going to slip below a $1 trillion market cap like we've seen here in the past?
Whereabouts are we now in terms of overall 1.09? 10% from here. I could see the lower liquidation area is like 22K. I still think that if we haven't already put in the low of the day, then we could see 22K quite fast, because I'd just be surprised if we're going to bounce, then today's low will be the local low. If we're not, then I'm just trying to think like a shark, and think like what I would do as a market maker. I mean, if we're going to nuke lower, what I would do is I'd stay around this level for like a day or two, so that people buy and think like it's the bottom, and then I would nuke again, or I would bounce back up quite fast, get everybody bullish, like the SEC can't hurt us, and then nuke again. But we will nuke again and go down to 22. In my opinion, it's just the games in between, really. But
so
yeah,
you mentioned that so obviously, guys, no financial advice on this channel, but Dom is going to tell us what he's doing. Do whatever you want, guys. It's not financial advice. But what are you doing in this situation? You mentioned that you're buying more BNB. You're buying cryptocurrency at this range.
Yeah, I mean, I put in a couple of buys. I'm still net short. Like I say, it's important to note that whenever I trade, and even though I am incredibly bearish, I always trade with a short bias, which means that when I buy, it's with the view that we still will go lower, but I don't want to, there's plenty of, it doesn't go down in a straight line. Therefore, no. I don't want to miss opportunities for bounces. So where it's at a level now where I think if we are going to bounce, it would be a good level to do so from, I will take off a lot of short exposure and I will start adding some longs. I'll still either maintain the predominant amount short, or if I am heavier long, then I will just manage my downside risk a lot more, because I know that I don't want to bag hold on the way down. I'd rather I'm easier to take profit on longs than I am to take profit on shorts, basically.
Nice. As you said, are you worried, Jake? Not at all. I think that, the SEC they've sued a lot of people, right? They've sued a lot of these major companies. Funny how they still have not sued Voyager or Celsius, the two that actually went down. They sued FTX. We saw that. They sued Sam Bankman-Fried. They've sued Coinbase. I think Coinbase is taking the fight back. They sued Kraken. Kraken just paid the fine. Now they're suing Binance. I'm not worried. I still think that crypto is the future. I really do. I think that crypto and blockchain technology is the future, but we shall see what happens, guys. Let me know in the chat, what exactly are you guys doing today? Are you guys buying? Are you guys selling? Let me know what you guys are doing. And Dylan said Rodney made an interesting point in his most recent tweet. Let's see what Rodney is saying here on the timeline. And guys, let us know in the chat what you guys are thinking here. There you go. Rodney has a pretty good tweet. We just kind of talked about this. He says the SEC totally missed on Voyager, Celsius, Terra Luna, and FTX, but go after XRP, Coinbase, and now Binance, protecting the American people or trying to destroy crypto. I'll let you be the judge. Dom, what's your take on Rodney, Crypto Journey's tweet here? You agree, disagree?
Well, here's the problem with any sort of regulation, and you can see it right now, for example, in the stock market, right? So I think on Friday, you saw record call volumes, which calls are options, basically. They are bets on the stock market going higher. And like 60 to 70% of the volume in the market is these ODTE, they're called, one-day expiring options. And they are great when the market goes up because everybody is cashing in. But it essentially equates to market manipulation, because you have like Citadel and Ken Griffin who are sort of buying all of these, and they have to hedge all of these calls. So it's a way of, the regulator basically doesn't care about all of this like obvious market manipulation when stuff goes up. And it's the same with this, like they don't care about regulating until something goes wrong. Therefore, all of this stuff, like they backdate and they just make it worse, like they're doing here. Like they weren't fussed about like crypto too much until this. So I mean, you could argue whether it's good or bad, like that they're coming like back for it. I mean, they're looking to address it. Whether they are actually like stopping something in the future, it's a little bit like open-ended.
Yeah, looks like we just fell below 26K, says Dylan Games. Dylan Games says we just fell below 26K Bitcoin now. Here it is, guys. A live look at the chart. Bitcoin down to 25.79.
We've been under 26K for like half an hour since the beginning of this stream.
And it looks like, shout out to Dylan's game. Dylan Games giving me all the good tweets here. It looks like CZ just tweeted again. Let's check out what CZ Binance is saying. He just put out another tweet. So it looks like he got the complaint now.
Dylan is running this this stream.
What's that? Dylan is running the stream, exactly. A preview of what's next. We need to unite. Woo Blockchain says the SEC accused Binance of providing trading for securities such as BNB, BUSD, Sol, Automatic, Fill, pretty much everything. The crypto assets traded on the Binance.com platform and Binance US platform include assets that were offered and sold as securities. 352nd line.
I want to see which one is down the least so that I can short it.
Since the Binance platform launched, defendants have made available for trading on them crypto assets that are offered and sold as investment contracts and thus as securities. This includes, but not limited to, BNB, BUSD, and the units of each of the crypto assets securities further described below, with trading symbols Solana, Cardano, Polygon, Phil, Atom, Sand, Mana, Algo, AXS, and Coti. Collectively, the crypto asset securities. I mean, do we even have a definition of securities? Aren't all of these securities, right? It's like, what's going on?
Everything is a security by the Howey test. Like,
yeah,
even art is a security. If you buy art with the view of investing in it, then paintings are securities. It's like such an open definition. Like the Howey test, like it's like 4 rules basically. If you let me see if I can bring it up anyway. Howey test, HWY. Howey test rules. There we go. There's something on Cointelegraph.
Oh, you just took it down.
I thought I didn't.
Astro Magnus' final shakeout before the big halving run up, guys. We have 160 people joining us here. 50 likes. Let's get up to 69 likes on the stream, guys. 69 likes. We're going to talk about how the U.S. classifies securities. Dom, when was this Howey test made? Wasn't it like the 1920s or something like that?
I can't remember if it was, but it was ages ago. 1946.
There you go, 1946. So almost 73 years, 75 years ago, something crazy.
So first criteria is participants in the transaction must be risking their own money, both financial and in-kind investment. Second point is a shared enterprise, which denotes that the financial success of the investors is somehow connected to the team. This can be proven by providing evidence of the investors' resource pooling or reliance on a third party to manage their investments. So this is why, for example, when I apply VEMP to get listed on Coinbase, they reply back with feedback, basically, on what you can do to increase your like internal score, and one of which is to and this is what frustrates me about the fact that, like, if I tweet about another token, people say, why aren't you talking about VEMP? Or if I'm not in the chat often, I get said, why are you abandoning VEMP? So Coinbase will message, and one of the pieces of feedback as to how to get VEMP listed on Coinbase was team are too actively involved in social medias. Like we get told that if we are in the Telegram too much, then the project is relying too hard on the team, and that is something that's getting listed on Coinbase.
What?
Because it's literally, well, it's the Howey test. Like, if it's a shared, if a team has to control for the price to go up, then it is a security, and that is why Ethereum is called a security, because Ethereum had a ICO, they had a team that's pushing it. They still have a team because they're still rolling out like updates. That's why Bitcoin is the only one not. But the third criterion is the most important one. The third criterion is an expectation of profits solely from the efforts of others, which means the investors are relying on someone else to generate a return on their investment. This could include, for example, profits generated by a third party manager or profits generated by the effort of a particular group or organization. So if the Ethereum Foundation is the reason why Ethereum is going up, or if the Ethereum Foundation basically had a fundraise, like a shared enterprise literally is like, you know, a team. And this is why the Howey test, like anything can be a security, because an expectation of profits solely from the efforts of others is like, if you are buying Bitcoin, like even Bitcoin, you could argue, well, the miners are the ones producing the blocks, therefore that is the expectation of like profit from others. But is profit the speculation of the asset going up? The fact that people buy crypto is like testament to the fact that it's a security, because unless people are buying it because they have to use it and they're buying Bitcoin for like cross-border transactions. The funny thing is XRP, right, is undergoing all this SEC action, but it's the only crypto that literally is there just for transacting. It's there because it's a quick way of sending from one point to another. Like that is the utility, quick transactions. Bitcoin, quick transactions. There's no smart contracts. And that's why it's so weird that they go after XRP, because XRP literally has a use case of we send stuff fast. That's like the most simple use. But that is why people officially buy XRP, because XRP you can use for cross-border payments really fast. And that's not security, because you're using it because you want to send stuff fast.
Yep. Guys, let us know here in the comments. I just posted it to my my Twitter page. I want to know what everybody in the chat thinks. Your thoughts on the SEC suing Binance. Let's start with you, Dom. What are your thoughts here today? I mean, this is just breaking news right now about an hour ago. What are your thoughts on the SEC suing Binance? Shock, surprise? How you feeling?
I don't think anyone should be like surprised about it. I'm surprised that it wasn't priced in, to be honest. But I guess what's different is that in the enforcement action, they are also going after other tokens, as in like they listed examples of what the SEC just like thinks is a security, and it had all of these others on it. That is more bearish for me, really. I find it, like I said, if we're going to bounce, then it's quite likely that we've already put in the low for the day, because 25.4, like 25.5 was where I was actually looking for. But if they're suddenly, it's no longer just Binance, is it? They're going after multiple, like they've, I think it was down on that bit. Yeah, the preview of what's next. They've already said it. Units, this includes but not limited to, that are often sold as investment contracts and thus as securities. This include BNB, BUSD. I mean, BUSD isn't a security. Like, it doesn't, it's not speculative at all.
What was the latest? Let's go over that, because they sued Paxos, right? Which was the company that minted BUSD, and they stopped the minting of BUSD altogether, right? So BUSD is simply a stable coin. Like there's really no buying and selling. Like, no one in their right mind buys a token, a stable coin that's going to be pegged to the dollar in hopes of making money from it. I mean, it's pretty clear, at least from my understanding, that BUSD and all these stable coins are not securities, correct?
Well, you've got to think that, like everybody thinks about price as profit, which isn't strictly true. As in, you think about what is the value of UST, Terra's stablecoin, now that there is no team or organization to support it? It's like 3 cents, 4 cents. If Binance disappeared tomorrow, do we think that BUSD would maintain its value?
No.
Exactly. Therefore, that is a joint enterprise under the Howey test. Technically, okay. You can argue that. Like, I still don't believe it's enough. I don't think it's true. But if, yes, people aren't speculating on it, but is its value derived from the work of others? Well, yeah, it is derived from the fact that Binance is behind it. If Binance suddenly were no longer backing it, and they just separated, or the whole thing went down, would BUSD maintain its value? No, it wouldn't. And therefore, under the Howey test, you could argue that is a security. And that's a problem with the Howey test, is because it literally, it's so open-ended. Like you could, like even wine is a security. Like,
yeah, it is.
It can go up in value. It can go down.
But they only target crypto and stocks. They don't target art. They don't target wine, right? Like they don't target jewelry. I mean, jewelry technically, right? Like gold and silver. I mean, is that a security?
Yeah, well, I mean, technically, it's classed as a commodity, which falls under the commodities regulator, as a separate regulator. But like, again, like, why is that treated differently? Because again, people speculate on buy and sell oil. I guess because oil occurs naturally and like gold occurs naturally, you would think that, does that make it different? But yeah, this is the thing. Litecoin, bloody, that's not a commodity. Hate Litecoin. But yeah,
is that classified as a commodity, Litecoin?
No, I think it's just Google's opinion. But this is the thing, like, you know, it's so open-ended. It's just interpretations. You know, what can you do, really?
Here's a question for you from Crypto Vision. I guess a question / comment. Then the dollar, the U.S. dollar is a security because if the U.S. government wasn't behind it, would it hold? No. Yeah. I mean, it's not even holding now, but with the government behind it. But if the government wasn't behind it, would it hold down?
Well, yeah, exactly. You can make that argument. I mean, what is cash? I mean, cash is a asset by definition, like it's treated as one. Is it regulated as a security? I mean, technically, I don't know about the US, but in the UK, we have the FCA, which is Financial Conduct Authority, and then we have the PRA, which is like the, God, it's been too long since my exams, like Prudential Regulatory Authority, the PRA. And I think the PRA does like currency-based stuff, and the FCA does like securities and like regulations. Like there are different definitions, but yeah, I mean, for the exact same reason that you could argue that BUSD is a security, you could have the same argument.
Wow.
About, yeah,
it's all messy, dude. It is all messy. Shout out to Jeff, the producer. Jake, salute, fam. We appreciate you. Guys, we have about 8 minutes left. Guys, let's get to 69 likes. We have 150 people here on YouTube and another 50 on Twitter. Let's get up to 150 likes here. Dom, I want to talk about VEMP Studios as well. I know we have a big month of June planned for VEMP Studios. Can you provide us with maybe the latest update for what we should expect from VEMP, as much as you can, obviously, what we can expect from VEMP Studios? I
might even actually let the viewers hear into a little teaser. While I'm here. I'm feeling good, you know. I'm going to make sure that I save this.
Markets are crashing. Dom feels good.
Well, you know, if you got exposure, then you know, make hay while the sun shines and all that. Let me. Here we are. I'm loading it up. Ooh.
And people are right. Baseball cards are probably a security. Pokemon, like everything's a security, but we just don't know. The Howey test is so outdated. The U.S. Congress was going after Gary Gensler, and it seems like he didn't take any lessons from that conversation from the Congress, where they were kind of going after him. He's still coming down with an iron fist.
Well, this is the problem. Like, as in, like, I say it to like every like advisory company that I ever like talk to. When they talk about like, you know, what documentation, legals and stuff to get, I always say to them, just to remember that you can only demonstrate that you've tried to do everything right. You cannot actually like prove it like beyond reasonable doubt because like, what are you going to do? Like, if they want to come after you, it's just like XRP. Like, if they want to come after you, they will. You just cannot do anything about that. I'm just conscious to, I was going to load something up on this screen, but I'm going to move it to my other screen.
How many screens you got over there?
4.
Nice. Four screens there, guys. 150 people in here. We just hit 70 likes. As you guys know, this is a free stream. Keep smashing the like button. Let's get to 100 likes before we wrap it up here today, guys. If you haven't yet, just smash the like button. It is free. Dom, let me know when I can share your screen.
Oh, yeah, you can go. So it's a teaser that you're going to see for here only. We haven't actually announced it yet, but some of what is coming in June.
Woo! Let's go. Hell yeah. So we have 3 games coming: Defend, VEMP Castle, the Warring Tribes, and the Penguin card game. I'll be honest, that Penguin cards game looks absolutely sick. It looks like a Mario Kart, like a spin-off of Mario Kart.
Pretty much. Yeah, I mean, it should be incredible. Like, we've been working on like this for ages. Like, there's no reason why we can't easily rival like Gala Games. We've been spending tons on development, and it's been like a while. We've been in this like limbo, but basically it's all been leading up to this. But yeah, I mean, crypto gaming has been through the rocker, but it's like everything, it has its day, and then eventually, if it does well, people will inevitably, start leeching into it, and it brings it's like AI, for example.
Yeah.
AI is currently what gaming was last bull run. Like, it's by the end of the AI meta, everyone will hate AI. It just happens. Like, you have these seasons, and gaming is out of vogue now, but that's it, I guess.
I still like gaming because I mean, can you give us some numbers and statistics? I haven't been like covering gaming tokens for the past, but I know it's like a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's only expected to keep going. You're seeing more and more gamers. Like, I know I have friends that have kids. All their kids are playing games. Like, what's some statistics for the gaming sector, if you have them off the top of your head, or we can Google them.
Oh, I'm not sure. You have to
Google them.
You have to Google them. Because I'm not sure, like on crypto particularly. I've got.
So we have this right here. We have this right. What's that?
I was going to say, I've got somebody who's come in to fit something behind me, getting rid of this curtain, and you'll see it next stream because I've got a little surprise in store.
Perfect. Let's read this statistics, and we'll wrap this one up. The video game industry worth is estimated at $214 billion. Video game content revenue amounted to $47 billion, a decrease actually from 2021. Speaking of revenues by countries, China generated the most gaming revenue, accounting for 45.8 billion. So gaming, $214 billion industry. VEMP Studios kind of switched from the metaverse sector, the staking sector, which you guys still offer, but moving into the gaming platform. Dom, heading into 2023, do you think that was the right move for you as the CEO of VEMP to be heading into the gaming sector?
Yeah, I mean, bear in mind that the games that we've got there are ones that we actually took over. And, I saw someone commenting on the graphics, like, we're not trying to be a AAA game. We're there's a niche in the market right now, basically, that everyone is trying to produce like a Call of Duty style and level of game, which just for blockchain, and it takes 10 years and millions and millions and millions, tens or hundreds of millions to produce. We're trying to actually produce fun games, which there aren't any in blockchain. Like, I think nobody could name me an actual fun game, to be honest. Like, I don't think anyone could even name like 5 actual like crypto games. But like, at the end of the day, Gala Games itself, right, is the literally looking at it now. Where are we? We are the fully diluted market cap of 1.3 billion, and Gala Games is probably the most similar to what we're going to be. Like, even the current market cap, not fully diluted, is almost 200 million. But yeah, I've unfortunately got to run. But
no worries, Dom. We appreciate you guys. That's the CEO of VEMP Studios, Dominic Ryder. We go live every Monday. Looks like some bullish things are building for VEMP. We can't wait to see the studio next week. That's Dominic Ryder, guys. We're going to stay live a little bit longer and talk about this shit show that's going on. So the SEC has sued Binance, claiming that CZ Binance and Binance has commingled billions of dollars of funds. Obviously not good. The crypto market is tanking, but if Dominic's buying, look, we never give financial advice on this channel. I'm probably going to start buying dollar cost averaging into some of my top coins, but it's just a confusing time because they're alleging that the Binance was listing securities, but technically in the crypto space, at least from Gary Gensler's point of view, everything is a security except Bitcoin. So it's like, I mean, are you even allowed to buy Ethereum? Can you even buy XRP? I mean, obviously they're suing XRP right now. They're in a 2-year-long court battle against SEC, against XRP. I mean, what's your guys' take, guys? Let me know in the comments. Still 140 people in here. What's your take on what's going on here with the SEC suing Binance with, them going after him, saying that everything is a security. It's kind of an interesting time because what can you talk about? What can you buy? No one knows, right? I mean, these exchanges are listing top tokens with billions of dollars of market cap and getting sued. Is it the token? I mean, are they going to start suing every token? Are they just going after exchanges? CZ Binance did say, guys, we'll pull up his tweet. He said, a look at what's to come here. Let me pull up CZ Binance's most recent tweet. He says, a look at what's to come here, because he's probably hinting at the fact that we will be seeing the SEC start to go after all of these exchanges as well, all these tokens. Okay, so here's a retweet that CZ Binance had. The SEC going harder at Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, Ripple than it ever did at FTX. That says all you need to know about the situation. This is kind of true here. But he goes right here. Oh, he actually deleted it. Okay, so he deleted his tweet. Yeah, he deleted his tweet. So the first thing, so he tweeted, this is a look at what's to come, and then he just deleted and says the SEC that we're stronger together. But you can see the SEC accused Binance US of providing trading for securities such as BNB, BUSD, Sol, Automatic, Phil, Adam, Sandman. So, I mean, if I was the CEOs and if I was working on these protocols, I would be pretty worried. If I was other exchanges and if I listed Cardano, which pretty much every exchange lists Cardano, I would also be worried. I'd be worried. Let's take a look at what exchanges have listed Cardano. The markets that we have here. So if I listed Cardano, which is literally everyone, I would be worried if I'm Binance, if I'm Qcoin, if I'm Kraken, if I'm BitThumb, if I'm like, all of these should be worried because they're coming after them as well, right? Coinbase, it's just confusing. Like that you should expect that when you're in an industry that's so infant. We are in an infant industry. We're just trying to figure it out. But the SEC, America's pretty much governing regulator for securities and cryptocurrencies and finance, is coming hard after these exchanges. Not looking good, but it does look like CZ Binance and Binance is taking the fight back. It does look like Brian Armstrong and Coinbase is taking the fight back against the SEC. We should see what lies ahead for cryptocurrency. But one more look at the cryptocurrency markets, guys. Crypto currently at a 1.1 trillion, 1.1 trillion. 1.09 trillion dollar market cap. ETH still holding up nicely at 1,800. Bitcoin at 25,000. BNB at 279. XRP holding 50 cents. Interesting day here in the markets. Let's check out Watcher Guru one last time, guys. Rodney with a great point there. Watcher Guru here, guys, is saying Binance says it's prepared to fight the SEC to the full extent of the law. You can see here that Binance commingled allegedly. Shout out OJ Simpson. Binance allegedly commingled billions of dollars of customer funds to a third-party entity owned by CZ Binance. And you can see that they sued him as well. They sued Binance as well. Brooks says, I feel like it's interesting timing given how long Binance has been operating. Is this only about altcoins / stablecoins? It's about everything except Bitcoin, from what I'm taking from this, guys. Literally about everything except Bitcoin. And the final thing I want to chat about, guys, is what do you guys think about this? This is kind of interesting. You guys know we've been covering Loyal on this channel. BitBoy Crypto deleted this tweet from May 26th regarding joining the Loyal dev team. I went and he deleted the tweet. Good thing that it stays forever on the internet. He says, I know something you guys don't know. I know that this is the third project from Eth.Ben is going to be a moment in crypto history where decentralization returns to the space. I'm officially joining the Loyal team. This might make no sense to you now, but it will in a few days. What's your thoughts on BitBoy deleting this tweet, guys? Let me know what you think here in the comments. Definitely pretty interesting, if you ask me. But look, people partner and people sever ties all the time. It's nothing new in this space, right? Especially, you know what? If I was working with Eth.Ben, I'd probably do the same shit. I just like to cover this stuff on the channel. But he says, I completely separated from Eth.Ben. We will no longer be working together in any capacity. Good luck to him on all accounts. But going forward, Ben will have no association to any project related to him. He also no longer holds any of the Ben token. And Eth.Ben responded to, he was pretty happy. Eth.Ben did launch an NFT project. Well, his fourth project that he launched in about less than 30 days. He said, not launching any other coins. There will be projects launched on the SIOP Launchpad, but they will be from community members. And it looks like he did quote tweet one of BitBoy Crypto's tweets. Let's see. Oh, it looks like he deleted that tweet, actually. Interesting. Yeah, I think he deleted one of his tweets. So What exactly did he mention on a stream? I think we might need to watch that, guys. I might need to take a hiatus, go watch that stream, go see what's going on here, guys. But that's the show for today, the Macro Monday show with Jay Gagan and Dominic Ryder. SEC has sued Binance. BitBoy Crypto officially partners or severs ties with Eth.Ben. And pretty much all the crypto is crashing. So interesting day here, guys. We will be live with some videos later today. I'll be live tomorrow at 9 a.m. PST. If you guys enjoy the show, make sure to smash the like button, guys. Hit that thumbs up on your way out. That's the show for today, guys. The Macro Monday show. Wild stuff happening here in the crypto space. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. I'm going to go watch that BitBoy Crypto stream to see what he says today. And yeah, that's it. How is it the day BitBoy / Ben ETH go their own way that BNB gets sued? It's just one of those things, you know? It's just one of those things, Michael, where what are you going to do? You know, Binance sues or Binance gets sued. BitBoy severs ties with Eth.Ben. An exciting day in crypto. Looks like we got some content to make, guys. I will be making some videos here. I got a PEPE one dropping in about 10 minutes. I got a Binance one dropping a little bit later. So, guys, if you have not yet, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll be live tomorrow at 9 a.m. PST. We appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. See you guys soon. Have a good day. And we'll be covering this story pretty closely here today. Later, guys.